Hey, me and my dog, we were wondering if you and your dog want to go on a date. I think it'll be fun. Yeah. And if you don't have a dog, we could share mine. She's so cute. Well, let me know.
Have you ever seen a video of an Asian woman and a white man where they were doing something, and underneath in the comment section you see highlighted in blue, Oxford study? Have you ever wondered what that meant? From context, you could probably take the fact that like it had something to do with white men and Asian women being in couples a lot, but you might not honestly have any explanation as to what it really is. And I'm here to explain that to you because here's the big secret, is that there is no Oxford study. Yeah, basically, this is my third upload to this video because TikTok keeps having issues with it. But this is what actually happened. I'm gonna break this video down into two parts. Thing number one, why this is appearing in TikTok comments all of a sudden at such an increasingly rapid rate. And two, actual research and things behind it. Now, the first thing is the reason why you're seeing this comment pop up so much isn't because of any actual study. It's because of this video by Light Skin Baby Ray.
Caucasian kitty pounder over the Asian female subconscious needs a full Oxford investigation.
Now, what originally started happening is that people would comment, "We need the Oxford study" under videos. And then eventually it just became Oxford study. And people started to believe that there was genuinely an Oxford study. And because of this, a lot of discourse started popping off between like what was happening and what wasn't actually happening, yada, yada, yada. Now, in my third uploaded version of this video, which is driving me nuts, by the way, I'm going to explain all the research I did before I realized this was just a joke on TikTok. Now, over the past month, I have been pouring through scholarly article databases trying to find anything. I found some interesting articles like the new Susie Wong, which was an analysis of how Asian women appear in interracial relationships and commercials and how that deals with old media and Hollywood portrayals of Asian women as submissive. Interesting stuff, but not relevant to what was happening. Typically, when people are debating this, they're talking about two different studies. The Pew Research Center's analysis of interracial marriage over time from like the late 70s until now and how those statistics have changed. And they're also talking about Christian Rudder, who was a Harvard graduate data scientist who's also the founder of the dating site OkCupid. And between 2019 and like 2014, he did studies on which races got the most response and the least response from different races. The data that he found suggested that white men and Asian women got the most responses back, while black women and Asian men were the least likely to get responses back. Now, this information has been in the public conversation for like 10 years, and a lot of Asian men who spend their time on Reddit, subreddits like men's rights, will often use this as a way to yell at Asian women. Which then brings us to the Pew Research Center's statistics, which actually shows that Asian people, while they do currently hold the highest rate of interracial marriage, are the only demographic where interracial marriage is actually on the decline. When you look at the actual statistics, you can see that there is a large gap, in fact, the largest gap between any race, between Asian men and Asian women when it comes to marrying outside of their race. But you will see that also this mostly takes place in the demographic between the ages of 40 and 49. There is a major generational difference where this current generation is not marrying outside of their race as much. An interesting side note is that while Asian men and Asian women still hold the largest gap between the two, black men are twice as likely to marry outside of their race than black women, whereas Hispanic people are around the same rate as likely. Also, the more college education you have, the higher the likelihood is that you will date outside of your race for all races, including white people. So ultimately, what's the point of this? You're gonna roll your eyes when I say it, because whenever you say the terms, the words, people get frustrated. But the whole Oxford study trend is just kind of misogynistic. I know, get over it, you big baby. You can take big boy words. Because yes, while more Asian women date outside of the race than Asian men, this isn't because Asian women it's because Asian women are the most highly fetishized demographic of women in the United States. And even then, at the end of the day, especially if you're younger than the age of 40, the vast majority, something like 80% of Asian women are going after Asian men. If you're not getting, That's a skill issue, bro. Do you feel that maybe it's not the number of the couples itself, but that there appears to be a discrepancy between how attractive the Asian woman is in this couple versus how mid the white person is? I got a little secret for you. Mid-white people get everything. They get everything. Jobs, benefits, people, safety. Being mid and white is one of the greatest advantages you can have in this country. And the last and final thing is that if you are a person of color and you are in an interracial relationship with a white person, don't go on social media doing stuff like this, dog. I mean, come on, dog. Like, okay, like listen, look, okay? If in a perfect world, we know race is a social construct, it's not real, but for us, it is. You got standards to uphold. I know this is a joke, sketch, whatever. You got people you represent. Sometimes you gotta stop and think, okay? And hopefully, this is the last time I have to upload this goddamn video.